What's going on out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having has had a great weekend so far. It is Sunday night. It is roughly 6:39. Came on a little earlier than I really had anticipated, but wanted to come on and kind of shed some light on one of the candidates running here in District 6 here in Anchorage for the Assembly. I've got an APOC report, and I think it's something that we need to address and go over and not make the same mistake we made with Suzanne LaFrance. So Zac Johnson is running in District 6, and he's running against a great candidate in Rachel Reese, and he's claiming he's a conservative or someone on that side of the fence. And we have some proof here that really shows a whole different side. So I'm going to kind of go through it. I'm going to go ahead and pull up his APOC report here and show you. Don't mind the cat here in the background. Anyway, we're going to show that and go from there. I'll go over it and show you who's donated to him and how much they've donated and so forth and so on. So one second here. If you look on your screen right now, you should be able to see. First, I'm going to make sure that we're actually going live here on Facebook. Want to make sure that we're good. So give me a second here. If you could do me a favor also and share this out so other people can see it, that would be greatly appreciated. All right, so here we got the basic APOC report. The campaign here, it states candidate's name is Zachary H. Johnson. This is kind of weird. We got filer first name Paula, filer middle name R, filer last name, okay, whatever, filer's title is the treasurer, so this is who filed the APOC report. Candidate's name is Zachary H. Johnson. It's for 2023. Just kind of want to make sure everybody knows that this is legitimate. So right now, closing cash on hand, he's at $20,108. Total debts $14,000. Surplus deficit $5,660. We're gonna kind of go over this here real quick. So if you can kind of look on here, Zach has donated to himself a couple times, actually more than a couple times, but that's kind of a normal thing with candidates. They'll donate their own money to their own campaign. But if you notice here, you go down a little further, we're going to kind of go through here some of the money and stuff like that. Susan Hackley donated $1,000. We're going to go down here a little ways and kind of go slow so everybody can kind of get an idea and get a picture of it. Let's see here. There's some interesting names in this. There's a Teamsters, Alive Gaming, $1,000. Zach there did it again there. I'm going to go down here a little further. Chris Constant, that's an interesting one. He donated $100 on his credit card. Let's see here. Let's see some of the bigger ones that we've seen. Carl Johnson from here in Anchorage donated $250. This is actually good because this will actually show you that not everybody can donate $5-6 grand to people's campaigns, but you see a lot of little donations like $100 here, $50 there. But then you come down a little further and you see John Weddleton. Okay, he was in this district before. He's donated $500 here. John Weddleton, $100 there. So people are donating to him a little bit at a time. I'm sure not everybody, like I said, not everybody's got $5-6 grand that they can donate, but you start looking here. You got a $200 donation here. Kathy Giesel, she's donated $500 here. And you keep coming down. And Employees Political Information Committee. Don't know who that is, but it's out of Juneau, Alaska. $500. It's interesting to see who has donated to certain campaigns. Anybody can do this. And then you come down a little further here. Forrest Dunbar. I don't think that he would be considered a conservative. At least I hope not. $100 on his credit card. You keep coming down a little further. You got a couple from Donna Goldsmith, $250, $250. You come down a little further yet. You got Andy Holloman, $150. Carl Jacobs, $100. Of course, Zac Johnson here, $3,000. That was a big one. He put in his own campaign. You come down here to the next sheet. Here you got Quinn Davidson. She donated $50. We can all pretty much agree that she's not going to be conservative. Yarrow Silvers, $50. If anybody's been in the campaign or the political scene at all, you know who Yarrow is. But that'll give you an idea who's donated. So now there's also Zac Johnson, $138. This is expenditures, by the way. That's what he spent out. See, Alaska Democratic Party. So he's donated to the Alaska Democratic Party. That's kind of strange. Let's see here. Phone burner, auto dialer, $149. This is the money that they've spent to campaign. So, color art printing, that's all typical stuff for campaigns. Debts, it looks like he owes Ship Creek $2,500. Let's see here. Ship Creek, $141. Annual Wix Premium Unlimited. That'd be his website. Vote Builder Access, $900. Democratic Party, Ship Creek. So he's in with Ship Creek quite a bit. And if you don't know that, they're a pretty hardcore left Democrat group down at Ship Creek, of course. If you've been in politics long enough here in Anchorage, you kind of recognize some of the names on there. But it's interesting that you got, for someone that claims to be conservative. Now, keep in mind, I've met Zach. He came to my house door knocking one day. I mean, he's a nice enough guy, but, to me, he comes off as kind of like a Forrest Dunbar type or, someone on the left. I just want everyone out there to be careful and understand that, watch for the wolves in sheep's clothing. He's definitely not a conservative. He's got plenty of people on the left that are donating to him. And, looking at an APOC report really tells you who the candidate is. And that's a very important thing and a very important tool to have. So, again, you've got Chris Constant, Lizzie Newell. She's actually in my community council. I've interacted with Lizzie a few times. She's a nice lady, but she is a Democrat. Now, I'm covering this because I am in District 6. I live in District 6. I've been a part of the community council here on Abbott Loop in the past. And I've interacted with a lot of these people, both at the assembly and in the community councils and, on the street. So I think it's important that people know who is running. And, that way people can make their own decisions. But anyway, I hope that this gets out and gets shared. And, people can make their own decisions. I don't really have a whole lot of other stuff tonight other than we have some really, really good candidates that are running for assembly. And we have a really good shot at doing some very good things as far as taking the assembly back and at least balancing it, if anything else. I mean, we've got, let's see here. I've got a list of candidates. Okay. Karen Ottenbright said the person who filed this report, his treasurer, works at Ship Creek. That right there is telling you. So I didn't know who the person was that filed it, but that person, let's go back up and look at that name. So if you see it again, on another report. It's Paula R. I can't even pronounce it. Delario. I can't even. It's hard for me to read it on here, but Paula R. Delario, I think is how it's pronounced, something like that, is the treasurer, and it's from she's from Ship Creek. So, yeah, looks like total income that the campaign has had so far for Zac was $24,728. So, if we could share this video out so that other people can see it, hopefully everybody can hear what I'm saying. I believe that's not a problem, but anyway, we've got some really good candidates. We've got one of them actually came over and did my driveway, and I'm on the other opposite side of town where he's at. That's John Trueblood. He came over and attempted to smooth out my driveway a little bit. We've got a lot of ice and snow and stuff built up in my driveway since the beginning of the year, and he did a decent job smoothing it out and making it even. So John, I appreciate that. Then we've got Brian Flynn. He's running. We've got oh Lord, I need to find that list. Of course, we've got the school board that's also being contested this year, and that is Dave Donnelly and Michael Anthony. Man, I'm butchering this tonight. It's been a long weekend, folks. Sorry. We've got Rachel Reese in District 6. John Trueblood is running against Chris Constant in District 2 or 1. We've got a good candidate out in Eagle River. Let me see if I can find the I know I have it because I've posted it. If somebody could actually put up the list. Let's see here. I'm looking for it right now as I speak. I have a list of the candidates that we all wanted to vote for. Let's see here. And here's the thing, folks. You know, the people that that we mention, I want you to do your homework on them. You know, don't just take my word for it, but do your homework on them, and then look at their competitors, and you know, just compare who's donated to them, because you're going to see. And now here's another thing too: the list that we've donated to. This is what's happening across the country. Hold on a second. There we go. Thank you. Somebody sent me the picture. District 1, John Trueblood. District 2, Scott Meyer. District 3, Brian Flynn. District 4, Travis Zanto. Seat H, District 5, because there's 2 in District 5, Leah Sloan. Leah would be a wonderful addition on the assembly. Very smart lady, and she's been really dealing with a lot of stuff with the school district and getting some stuff for the kids going. So Leah is a workhorse and just a sweet woman, and I think that she would be a huge addition to the assembly. Then we got District 5 seat, I think it's Spencer Moore, and of course District 6 Rachel Reese. Those are your assembly members. And then let's see here, Dave Donnelly for school board, and let's see here. Mark Anthony Cox for school board. Those are your candidates for this election coming up in April. So if you haven't gone out and donated to them or helped door knock or whatever, definitely we need to get the word out on them. I think that right now a lot of conservatives are out there and they're, you know, wishing that they knew who to vote for, or they're tired of the, you know, constant political barrage that we continue to see. You know, people knocking on your doors and people, you know, hearing stuff on the radio. Unfortunately, Alaska really doesn't have a non-campaign season anymore. It seems like it's a constant thing. And I think them moving the election here in Anchorage around April. I think that it does a couple things. You know, it's still winter here. We're still getting snow. It's tough to get out and door knock. It's tough to get out and do outdoor events, which, you know, if I'm going to do an event and go to an event, I would rather it be outdoors than indoors. That's just who I am. I feel cramped when I'm inside. You know, it really, really hinders the conservative side of things whenever we have to do things indoors. So I think we have to get some big venues. My personal opinion is this. We have a bunch of different seats that are up for election right now. I think that we almost need to have some kind of a revival. And I think it needs to be in every district. And we do it once a week till the election hits. And when I say revival, I think we should have every candidate on the conservative side of the tickets at these revivals and give them all a chance to speak. Do it in different parts of the city. That way we're hitting every zone that's out there. And, you know, we create a little bit of excitement. Right now here in Anchorage, we've got about a 20% turnout rate, and that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. You can't win with a 20% turnout rate. So we have got to get people out to vote. You know, if you know someone that maybe not have a car or doesn't have transportation, it might be a good idea for you to go pick them up, take them down to the voting center, let them vote, take them home. You know, we're going to have to start really concentrating on doing that stuff. And we're going to have to start concentrating on turning out new voters, you know, the young folks, and converting voters that are not sure. And, you know, I'm sure that there's plenty of people here in town that are sick of seeing what the assembly has done over the last 10 years. I was gone for roughly 10 years, and I came back, and I've been back for a little over 3. And I don't recognize the city anymore. Actually, I've been back for a little over 4 now. We came back in 2019. So, wow, man, time flies when you're not having fun. Anyway, I wanted to come on and kind of give you a snapshot of the candidate here in District 6 that's running against Rachel Reese. You guys do it with what you want with that information, but if I was you, I would definitely make sure that every other conservative here in town, or at least in District 6, knows who's donating to Zac Johnson. He is not a conservative. He's playing the same role that Suzanne LaFrance played. When she ran as a conservative. That is definitely not who she is. You know, if you look on here and see where the money's coming from, where it's being spent, it is definitely not. And not only that, but who filed this report. It's definitely not a conservative candidate. And luckily enough, at least it has been in the past, District 6 is a conservative district. So we need to keep it that way, and we need to make sure that people that are out there that want to vote for the conservative candidate actually is able to do so. So that's about all I got for tonight, folks. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. I hope that this information is helpful. If so, share it to people that need to know this stuff, and we'll catch you on another night. Everybody have a great weekend.